My name is Natasha Alden. I am 29 years old. I'm from the United States, from Michigan, which is a state in the north. It borders Canada. I am a full-time travel blogger at theworldpursuit.com, and I spend all my time traveling and writing about it and providing information for others to go travel. I started this business with my partner just over 3 years ago. I have visited over 70 countries, but I'd have to sit down and count them all out again. So the idea came about when I graduated college. I had went on a backpacking trip, and I went all around Europe and all around Southeast Asia, and I met my partner right now, and I met him right in college, right before I was about to leave, and he decided to join me. So we did this whole backpacking trip. We fell in love with travel. After we got back to the US. We got different jobs, more full-time careers, and we decided that we wanted to work for ourselves. So the idea came about that we were going to start our own travel business and travel website, and ever since then we have been traveling and following our passion for travel. So the idea came about because I had seen others on the internet doing this, making a career out of it, providing information and showcasing it online through social media, through YouTube, and I thought, what makes them so different? Why can't I do this too? So it took a while to learn all the steps. I'm still learning every single day, but over time I was able to meet up with these people that I had looked up to when I wasn't doing it, and now I'm actually friends with some of them. My travel website, along with my partner, is different because we write about places that we have only been to. So I'm providing real firsthand information, rather than some travel websites gather information from all over the web and books and compile it. I'm providing real firsthand information from my point of view and my experiences. As well as my travel website concentrates on adventurous activities and getting to destinations that many people don't travel to. So in college, I was in college for 6 years because I got 2 degrees, and I studied film. So I did film production and film theory, and then as well as business marketing. And my original idea with that when I was in school was to become a producer, because I needed the business side of things, and then I also need to know about film. And the reality is, when you get out of college, your doors open up and you have so many opportunities to do whatever you want, but you have to get your foot in the door. So once I did get my foot in the door, I realized that wasn't what I wanted to do. It wasn't my passion anymore. I had traveled a bit, and so that is what I fell in love with, and I decided to make a career change. I would call it a career. It's a bit, the travel website is a bit of a different career, but I'm still in the tourism industry, so anyway I go, whether I continue with the travel website, I'm still always going to be a leader in tourism, and there are so many jobs from there that can open up, and you don't have to know what you want to do when you're 18 years old, 15 years old. Just give yourself options, take time to think about what you want to do. And if you're not passionate about it, you're not going to enjoy doing it every day for your life. So how the internet has changed in our generation, as compared to my mother's generation, for instance. She had to go to school, she had to learn from books, she had to go to the library, and the information wasn't readily available, it wasn't all there. And as soon as she got out of school, she immediately had to go into a career, because that was what you did. That was what you did back then. You had a career, you had children. Now the internet has opened up the entire world. You can learn things online, you can learn about the world online. And so I feel that, honestly, I taught this job to myself, and that's what is great about it. Videos online, reading articles, and you can find anything you want just by Googling it and delving in and researching it. So really anyone can do whatever they want, and they have all the resources compared to past generations where those resources weren't available. In my particular business, I actually do not think that you need a degree to excel. Like I said, you can learn most things online. You can teach yourself, and that's not just with me. That's with a plethora of things. A degree is certainly helpful. It gives you something to always fall back on. It makes you skilled in a certain subject. You can always, it is invaluable. You can't take away that degree. It's always going to be with you, and you always have that to show for yourself. The most memorable place I have been to in my travels would have to be Namibia, because it is an out-of-this-world place. It doesn't look real. It's sparsely populated, and I was able to learn so much about the culture and the people and navigate my way through. So it's actually relatively unheard of country, at least where I am from, and it was memorable to navigate my way through that on my own with a truck and camping supplies, and that was that. And every day we would wake up and watch the sunrise over the desert. So myself and my partner bought a truck in Cape Town as foreigners in a foreign country. That was very difficult to do logistically and bureaucratically, I suppose. And we bought the truck, and we wanted to see Southern and Eastern Africa from a different perspective rather than a tour or on public transport, and we wanted to go wherever we wanted. So doing that allowed us to get to places where completely off the grid, no one had ever even heard about before, we hadn't heard about before, and at times it was very scary. At times it was amazing. We met amazing people. Saw different cultures that we had never even heard about before, and the whole experience was life-changing. We called it #Africa, actually, so we gave it a name, and it took us just under a year to complete. Okay, so we make our money on our travel website, The World Pursuit. We are sponsored by tourism boards and hotel chains, big tourism brands all over the world to come promote them, as well as selling things on our website, and we make commissions off that. And ads, we have there's a lot of ways to make money online. Just know that it's possible. Like, you can do it. Don't lose faith. It's going to take a lot of time and learning and investment on your part, but I mean, if you are willing to have patience and put in the time, anything's possible, especially if it's your passion. It will drive you. The biggest mistake that we have made is to not put ourselves out there in every single form that we can online. We need to build, and now it's something that I'm working on, is building our entire presence online. So with social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and then building your entire web presence from an early stage. The scariest situation I ever found myself traveling in was in Tanzania, and there was a flash flood. And we had a flash flood, and our car and our belongings and our passport and us almost got swept away. But thankfully, we're still here. We watched the whole thing happen, and we honestly thought everything that we had was gone. But we still had ourselves. So the biggest thing that I've learned about myself is that, again, I can do anything as long as I put the time in to actually learn it, and as long as I care and I have the drive and the passion and the dream. I think when I travel as a female, it's not a disadvantage, but people are very curious. Why are you traveling? Why don't you have a family? Why don't you have children? Why are you just traveling around the world? And it's breaking down those stereotypes and letting others know, like, don't take offense to it. Just know that people are curious, and be prepared to answer these questions to kind of defend yourself almost, but just don't get angry. So my biggest thought is return in regards to a family and children as a woman is there's no rush. Take your time, do what you want to do. It's okay to put yourself first and to put your career and to put your goals first before having children, before having a family, if that's what you want.